just want to see how the gear oil, the primary, I did that back there because there's a guy that comes out like midnight, 1, 2 o'clock. Almost every night he comes in on his Harley, passes a bunch of us to get there off the main road, and comes in on first gear real heavy and hot, letting it back wrap and everything in the middle of the night. You know, it's just real ego stuff. Not like I have one. Yeah, we're not gonna go too far too fast. I just got one of these stupid clip-on things. Sure, she's sounding extra good. Do one more little blast by. Take the short way home. Had a lot of fun, man. I did a live stream for this oil change and primary and gear. Yeah, 2.4, man. 2.4, 2.4. You helped me out a lot. Every time I went to the screen, you had a little answer or a tip or some help for me, so I could figure out what to do. Gave me a little reassurance too. And he knows everything about what I was doing. Yeah, it'd be great to have him as a neighbor as well. Got him as a friend, but a friendly neighbor would be even better. Good ride. Even got the matte gloves in on. Yeah, woo! What'd you think of that, huh? Do you think as much of that as I thought of that? I wonder. I think we think more of our own self sometimes. That fell right down on the exhaust. I saved it. I saved it. So yeah, I just whipped out a quick setup here. Put the little pinchy thing on the handlebars. You know what I'm talking about? A little pinchy thing. And I've never trusted those before, but it was around the handlebars and it stayed up good. So yeah, I just got to check for leaks right now, and I really didn't wipe off where when you take the oil filter off, a lot of it will run down the front of your frame and your bike. I forgot to clean that off. I don't know what, I should just spray it down with some brake cleaner or something. Just don't hit the paint. I don't know. I don't see no leaks. See if I can give you a little tour here. I don't have much cord, but no leaks down there. You can't see nothing. That's where our Mac tool is. That's where we did all the damage today in the live stream. Whoa. I do notice one thing. I had some oil spills laying up there. I really should have wiped and cleaned that all off before I rolled my tires with the bike across it. I was thinking that as soon as I did it, but I was like in the process, like, we're going with it. It'll be fine. Oh, well, I think that's all we got for this. Thanks for coming along on the ride, and whoever joined that live stream with me in the garage. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. It was a blessing to have you, and it's like having some company with me while I'm doing this stuff, and pretty damn cool. Mousy mouse. Peace. What's up, man? I gotta get this where I can hear you. What's up, man? Okay, I should be able to hear you now. Oh, let me shut this off. I don't know why I can't hear it on my PC. It's always something, isn't it? Huh? Freaking nuts. Let me see if I can do it right here. How you doing, Sick? Paste and enter in the studio. Probably jacking this all up.
All right, I got audio. I had my audio off. Sorry.
I was going nuts over
My
here.
bad.
I was going nuts over here. Going,
It's my audio, not your audio. I'm a putz. I'm here to drive Moto crazy. I succeeded already. It's only been like 2 minutes.
Hey.
Oh, it's funny, man. I wouldn't have it any other way, Moto.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's really cool. Let me see the comments.
So I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to leave that on and there. I am going to do that. Is better. I thought 2.4 was coming in, so I set it up for 3. And Mr. Gregory, what's up, man? Wheel burner, what's going on? Now the party can start. What's up, Wheel burner? How's everybody doing? Old Mac is here too, I think. Old Mac is in the house as well. 2.4. Mr. Ray Gregory. Mr. Wheelburner. Got a motley crew showing up here today. I picked the right time, I guess.
What do you do when you join these? What do you do when you join these live?
I am, and I don't know how I ended up throwing that premiere together so easily, but I'm not complaining. And to be honest with you, I screwed it up. And I deleted it, and then I had to upload it again, and then I watched it again, behind the scenes, and I'm like, you know what, I gotta add stuff to it. And then I deleted it again, added stuff to it, finished it, and did the whole end the way I wanted to do it, and then uploaded it a 3rd time and premiered it. Forgot to put the right time and date in, and then had to delete it again and do it a 4th time. I was getting bent. By that time, I was done. But everything else went smoothly, so yeah, I figured something had to go. I'm blurry? I'm blurry.
That's how you get all that practice. That's how you get all that practicing.
Yeah, I've been practicing. I'm blurry.
Yep. So do you connect to your own? So do you connect to your own YouTube?
How's that? Is that better? Do I
When you join me and stuff like that. You join me and stuff like that.
Well, when it asks me to, if I want to like do the YouTube thing, I say yes. I click on it and it says sick bastard and everything, blah blah blah. And then before I brought you on stage, I just shut the YouTube side of it off, like that window off. I just removed that window completely.
Okay.
I don't know why. Okay. Because I didn't want any echoes or any lagging, and like I don't really need to go in there.
Yeah, that's why I didn't. That's why I didn't want to either. So I do that.
I mean, if I want to, I could probably go and look if I had to. But, I mean, everyone I want to see.
Echoing.
Yeah, everyone I want to see is right here. I got Mr. Gregory, Old Mac, 2.4, right? Everybody's right here.
You got your echoing cancellation.
No, I don't. Should I turn it on?
I think so.
Because am I echoing?
I think so.
Yeah.
I am.
All right, echoing cancellation, reduce mic background noise, automatically adjust. No, see, I want stereo. Oh, you can't have stereo.
Yeah, it's a no-no. Don't know why.
Yeah. All right, how's that? Is that better?
I don't hear myself and echoing and stuff like that
That's
anymore. So hopefully,
all right. That's yeah. Eating dinner. What are you having for dinner,
we'll burn it.
wheel burner? You eating home or you eating on the road? 5 by 5, yeah. He's on the road. 5 foot by 5 foot, I think he means. Hey, it's I could live in a tiny house. I'm probably gonna end up living in a van. That'll be interesting. That'll make my channel real popular. Watch, let's watch Six Suffer. I'll call the new channel, or I'll branch off and I'll be like, Six Suffering Bastard. It'll be great. It'll be my second channel. Watch Six slowly starve to death. Oh, that's great. Listen, public gift cards are gladly accepted. Just so everybody knows. Under $100 in the bank accounts, just so everybody knows. Not begging, just saying. Pretty much fucked till the third. And then I'm gonna be fucked right after the third too. So, c'est la vie. We're all fucked. On that note, how are you, Moto?
Well, that's good. Just
That's
sitting here at
cool.
work, doing this, wishing
Work.
I had
Cool. Yes.
something to do,
Yesterday
but
you
I
got
don't.
firebombed out. Yesterday they blew up the goddamn freeway for you, and they said nope.
Oh,
Was
truck
that
was
yesterday
on
or was that
fire, I
today?
guess. A semi. So that kind of shut things down. And a cop actually
Yeah,
came
I
up
wouldn't.
to me while I was sitting there on the road, said, "Time for you to do a U-turn, you guys, because ain't nobody getting through here."
You
So I
ain't.
took that as a sign just to
Yeah,
go home and uh, work on the Harley. Yeah, you saw that, huh?
that's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. And I said, like that's awesome. Like this allows you to do what you want to do. That's perfect.
Yeah.
You know,
Except make that money
unintentionally. Well, yeah, but you can get you can still you can still feel accomplished.
another day.
Oh, not maybe not money wise, but
Yeah,
motorcycle wise accomplished.
exactly. I like your thinking.
Yeah. Well, that's I
Eh,
tried. I went on a ride today. I think I rode 4 miles to the Walgreens and to get my prescription and back. And in that 4 miles, I believe the phone video stopped twice, and the GoPro video also stopped twice. So it's just, a typical 4 mile ride for Eric. Might as well make it as difficult as possible to edit and
yeah,
find the video. And,
that
now I
wasn't
have four
live either.
videos.
That was just normal
No,
recording.
it wasn't. Yeah, it was just normal recording, and I can decipher it at a later date, which I'm sure I'll be looking forward to.
Normal that turned
It was just,
abnormal.
yeah,
Par for the
nothing ever
course,
turns out
really.
the way it is par for the course. It's just like you think it's gonna go one way. I'm like, oh, cool, yeah, that should work out great, and then you're like, yeah, no, nope, not so much.
How you doing,
I'm like,
Con?
all right, well, we'll try, yeah, and get, yeah, you know, Kyle, what's up, man?
Time. I like his name, how that is time to go. Always time to go.
Yeah,
It's time,
it's
time to go, man.
Talk about slow catching on with the
Which
name,
one?
and no
Oh,
one
really?
corrected me, including Kime. Kime didn't even correct me. He was like, I'll just go with it. Kimmy, sure, whatever.
Sick, it's your world. You have it your way.
I thought it was pretty funny that no one wanted to correct me. I'm like, why does no one want to correct me? I don't
What were
understand.
you
Just
saying?
correct me.
What were you
I
saying?
was saying Kimmy. I was pronouncing it Kimmy instead of Kime. It's Kime to go. I'm pronouncing it Kimmy, and he's like, and he just goes with it, and I'm like, dude, you waited almost a month until I caught on, bro. Someone
That's
actually,
love in the, that's
I don't
love in
know.
the community.
Yeah, I was like, bro, if I'm not pronouncing shit right, somebody's got to say something, man. Like, I only went to this. I'm only a high school graduate. I didn't even have algebra.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I tried it, but
And I was in resource room, and I took the red bus to school, even though there was no red bus going to school, bro. I took the short bus, even though there was no short bus going to my school.
yeah,
Yeah.
looking glass
I
the whole way.
Yeah, Kime's like, I've been called many things. I mean, I've been called many things too. Some of them good, some of them not so good. But whatever. So we're back to I talked to a lady in Ocala, DMV, about getting the salvage title and everything in my name and all that.
Oh yeah.
And I gave her the serial number and the title number and everything, and she said to me that there is still a paper title somewhere. She was like, she can get the paper title. I was like, okay, fine. Then I will tell her, go to DMV and ask for the paper title. And then DMV was telling her that she can't get the paper title. So somebody's got to get on the same page. Somebody's got to talk to somebody who knows something. I think I got to make a phone call later and maybe put those two in touch with each other, hopefully. I don't know. But the lady I talked to was very helpful. And with any luck, which I don't have, there's only like 3 other women that are there, and they all work at the same thing in Ocala. And they're not like, I mean, they can get busy. Don't get me wrong, they have their busy times, but they can run through the calls pretty quick, from
Yeah.
what the lady was telling me. And yeah, so I'm hoping that she gets in touch with you know, I sent her a picture of the phone number and on the extension and everything. I'm like, listen, I don't mean to ride your ass about this, but I need the title. I cannot move forward without the paper title. Because when she gets the paper title, then she can sign the van over to me. Then
Yeah.
I can go and get it retitled or whatever. I can go get I can get the 10-day temporary tag. I can go to the reinspection. They can reinspect it. I have before pictures. I'll have after pictures. I'll have the receipts. I'll give it to them. You know. Oh yeah, this is true. You're right, Kime. I can't say that any longer because I did win the bike. That
Yeah.
talk about stepping in shit, dude.
What
You
is
know,
that white
I keep.
bike of yours called? That's the one you won, right? And what is that? The
That's the one
kind?
I won. Yeah,
It's a
that's
what?
White Lightning.
White
White
Lightning.
Lightning.
And what is it
It's a
exactly?
91 FXR. It's a
Okay.
91 FXR
Did you see that crazy
or
white
a
can
91.
filter I got for mine the other day by accident? Well, I just wanted a filter. I
Yeah,
had everything done. I had it all taken apart, and I just realized, dang, I didn't get a new filter. I got the oil. I got everything. I ordered the stuff I needed, took it all off, and there I sit, no new filter. And I'm going, man, do I got to put my old one back on? Can you do it double time? And I'm like, it's got 80,000. Probably better not do that with that bike. And so I just got
but that's
whatever I
good to
could.
know.
I didn't even say, what do you want? Do you want this performance one? Do you want this? I said, just give me a K&A, just one that's compatible. I just want one to stick on. I got home and it was white, and I thought of you right away. I said, man, that'd go great on your freaking White Lightning.
On the yeah, on
Kind
the
of interesting
FXR.
look anyway. It'd just be a matching thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, I would like that. You know, and as soon as you said that, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get a K&N then because it'll be white.
Interesting.
I mean, I'm piss poor now, but I definitely have a vision for White Lightning. Yeah, it looks awesome. It looks so pretty, brand new, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it belongs on your bike.
It sticks out like a sore thumb, but that's all right. It's
I don't
fine, you
care.
know.
I've lowered my
I'm too cute.
standards quite a bit over the years. When I first got that bike, man,
Exactly.
everything had to be perfect. If it didn't have
Perfect.
something like somebody put the wrong tire on the front when you go get a new tire and it didn't match the rear, no, had to come off, had to go get the
Yeah.
correct look and everything because I'm still proud of the bike. I'm just not so adamant about all that
Yeah.
stuff being perfect, anymore.
Yeah.
But in my brain, it was like, no, it's got to be this way. It's got to be this way, and it looks great. And that's how you're gonna ride because your cool factor and your ego's way up there. You're out riding your first brand new Harley Davidson ever, and feeling
Yeah.
great. You're feeling like, I was going to the gym back in that day, feeling good, about myself and my bike, and it's like, yeah,
Yeah. Let me tell you something. When I went in for my motor for the 1,000 mile or whatever it was, I don't know how many miles he wanted me to come back, 500 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I went back, and normally a younger, more neurotic Eric would have absolutely lost his fucking mind. Okay.
You still do that.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, who am I kidding? But I want to see if I can show you this. It's dark. Can you see the chrome the chrome oil filter?
Yep. Yep.
It's not black. He mustn't have had
Yeah.
a black one to match. And normally,
See stuff like that.
stuff like that in old Eric, I would lose my mind.
Yep.
Like lose my mind. Like take it off. Go to
Yeah.
the store, get a black one.
Yeah.
And do the swap. Hopefully, not everything pours out because it's not running. And but now, no, I don't care. I don't give a shit. Like when I did the video, shoulder. When I did the video facing me with my phone,
Yeah.
I'm like, I forgot to lower the volume so it doesn't record all the wind noise. I'm like, it doesn't matter. I'll just extract the audio off of that video, and I'll match them up, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I've done it before. It's just a matter of,
Yeah.
and I did the 3-2-1 clap thing, and I try to do it every time so so I can have something to reference to. And if I catch myself and I have to restart the videos,
Yeah.
I do it every time, but sometimes I forget and I gotta look and watch what I'm saying and match it up. And it's a pain in the ass. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
It's always funny when you're riding like with the brothers or a bunch of friends in a group, and I'm the only guy that's got a camera around, and they see me out there doing this clapping shit out of nowhere, like, what's wrong with him, man?
Is he having a seizure or something? Is he all right?
Got the clap, man.
He got Tourette's? What's going on with that guy?
So yeah, Ray didn't. He left pretty early. I see he's in the chat here. He left pretty early, huh? What was it, like a 4-hour ride for him?
Yeah, and you know what? He got home damn fast.
Yeah,
I thought he got home before 2:00, and he left at like 9 or whatever, 8 or 9, maybe 7 at the earliest. I think he may have gotten home at noon. I mean, I don't know. But he texted me once. He may have stopped. I'm not sure if he stopped for gas or if he got gas right away.
Yeah.
But Mr. Gregory, you still here?
No speed cameras on his route.
Yeah.
I don't know, Kai. We're probably on camera more than we realize. And then we got our own cameras.
I remember I was riding the FXR for like 5 or 6 times before I went on the night train in a
Yeah.
row. In a row. And then I got on the night train and I've never felt awkward on my own bike. And I
Yeah.
felt awkward. It was so
Yeah.
strange. I felt awkward on my own bike. I'm like, wow, that's weird. How can I possibly feel awkward on my own bike? That's so strange.
Yeah, you got to think about little things before you do it,
Yeah. And
synchronization or whatever.
I was like, wow, that's so weird. And I was like, wow, this thing's like a recliner. I was like, I got my
Yeah.
feet way out in front of me.
Popos.
Yeah.
The popo.
The popos.
That's what I
Yeah,
always thought when I see the popo, the police, popo man.
they don't really mess with the Harley guys. I mean, I don't think. Almost knock on wood. I've pretty much never gotten pulled over ever.
Wow.
And if I have, they wanted to know about the bike.
I think I got pulled like 3 or 4 times before I actually got a ticket. So I was just thinking, I ain't going to get a ticket. I'll be good. Then I got 2 within 30 days, 1 on each bike.
Oh,
And it really was over nothing. Like I was on the Pumpkin. As soon as I made like a right off the main road, was going to go up this other road. There was no cars around, just one that was coming up, going to do a U-turn. So I thought, well, it's 45 mile an hour, then it turns into 55. I'm just going to hit the gas a little bit and, calm down. I ain't going to ride like that the whole way. Just do a quick little power run or whatever. And sure enough, the guy doing the U-turn was the cop, and state patrol. And yeah, he zoomed right around and he goes, "Thank you for stopping." Like I could have just kept going, you mean?
Yeah, like really? Thanks for stopping.
I guess
like,
he's
really?
like running
yeah.
and trying to get away or something. But it's
a lot of kids run, I guess. And you know what? To be honest, it puts the cops' lives in danger. It puts the runners' lives in danger. It's just stupid to run, and it puts everybody else on the road in danger.
Hopefully, they got pictures. They can just take a picture, take the my license. I guess some people ride without them, but I mean, mine was on and whatever. It wasn't like I'm set up for evading the law.
Yeah, but Ray saying he was I could imagine him cruising like a steady 100.
I backed down under 100 a couple times.
But he must have gotten home in like 4 hours. He must have blasted home. What's up, Buck?
Hey, Buck.
I mean, I ripped up that one live I did when I went up ripping up 75 on the night train. I was doing, some pretty stupid speeds on the night train.
Yeah.
So stupid that the camera started moving backwards and facing the sky.
Looking for aliens.
Yeah, looking for aliens. Yeah.
Capturing. Yeah.
That's the only bad thing. Like you really get bounced around over on our bikes, Well, not the R1, but the Dyna and the Night Train and the FXR. You get pushed around a lot on naked bikes,
Yeah.
I mean, those are considered naked bikes. There's nothing. There's no fairing. There's no nothing. Mr. Gregory's. I sat on Mr. Gregory's. That thing is beautiful, dude. It's so nice. I was just like,
Eleanor?
Yeah, I could ride on that thing for days.
Yeah, I saw your reaction when you got to get up there and actually look at her and check it out. I'm like, oh yeah, you was picturing pure comfort, like
yeah, I was like, oh, my hips wouldn't hurt. My knees wouldn't hurt. I was like, my ass wouldn't hurt. I'd be like, sitting there. I'd be like, let's go another 100 miles. Yeah, we'll go another tank
Yeah,
again.
it's an armchair. Kime said. Kime asked if I got let off. No, I got a ticket. Well, you probably heard that, but yeah, I got a ticket both
Yeah,
times.
that
The last two
sucks.
times I got pulled over, but I got pulled over quite a few times. One time I was probably doing like 100 miles an hour on the Harley, and I was just in another little back strip, area, nothing really around. I passed a couple cars and gonna make a
Yeah,
left. I passed him, and as soon as I looked in my rear view mirror, when I slowed down, there was a car right on my butt, and there's no way that should have happened because I
yeah.
passed way back there, and I said, "Oh man, somebody's right on me." I was waiting for the lights, and boom, there came the lights.
He's not happy.
And he says, "I know this is a great little spot and all to get on it, because it was,
Yeah.
but you got to slow it down." And he must have been on his way
You
home.
gotta
He
take it easy,
stopped
bro.
for me. I gave him the puppy dog eyes. And I don't
That's
try to lie to nobody.
yeah,
Yeah, I did what I did. No, I didn't hear you hit your siren back there.
yeah,
That thing's loud as hell.
yeah. I
Got
mean,
no baffles in it.
you can't hear that stuff on the. You can't hear sirens till they're on top of you on the bike. You know.
Yeah.
And if he's just like whoop whoop, you can't hear that.
No, I got that. That's back when I wear the open helmet too and all that, and you got that, and you're on it, and you
Yeah.
got no baffles. That's just loud as hell.
And a lot of guys have headphones in, and a lot of guys have earplugs in. Crazy.
Yeah, I try to slow it down. It don't matter where you're at, really. There is no safe place to speed.
Yeah.
Outside the cities, yeah. Mm, we got a road or two that's kind of twisty, but I wouldn't call it like that. Now I'd have to go to the mountains. That's a good 2.5, 3.5 hour drive, and then I'm up by Skyline around 3.5 hours, which is the south part of the other. You got Skyline goes one way, and I forgot what the other famous route
Yeah.
it was called, Blue Ridge or something Parkway or whatever they call it.
Blue Ridge Parkway.
Yeah, I heard two
The
wheels
back,
not
the
too long
back way
ago.
to Forgotten Angels is nice from here. I enjoy it at least.
Yeah,
It takes you down like it's like a 3 hour 20 minute or 3 hour 3.5 hour back road drive. It's like whatever 100 and something miles, whatever it is. But you're not doing highway speeds. If I wanted to blast down 75, I could make it there in 2.5 hours. But I don't want to do that. By the time I get down there, my neck's going to be killing me from the wind. So I'd rather do like 50, 55 or 45 all the way down there. 60 at some points, on the 4-lane roads, and then
yeah,
I'd take my time getting down there. Get gas once or whatever, or get gas right when I get down there, depending on how many miles I got on the odometer. Take my time. If I want to be there by 9, I got to leave at 6 a.m.
yeah.
The latest.
Yeah,
And
you can take a back way too.
yeah.
You don't go on the major freeway and all that. So
Well, I just don't want to sit in the slow lane doing 70. Because that kills you too. Like that's like straight, 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 straight,
that's one
straight.
of my gripes, and I put it on the on several of my videos when I have to get on that interstate, especially right after I got my ticket. I was real conscious of my speed, and I'd make sure I was doing exactly that speed because I couldn't afford to get a third ticket. Who knows what could happen. And so I'd stay in the right lane more, and that's dangerous on the freeway because
Yeah,
you have everybody coming on, obviously, and going off, and lane switchers from way over trying to cut in front of you. And
yeah,
if you stay way in the left lane, I do the speed limit over there, and you're an SOB over there because
Yeah.
you're slowing everybody down and people hate you for it. So it's like, man, what decision do you make? Do you make the decision to save your life, or do you make the decision to follow the law and have like triple the chances of getting in an accident or getting hurt?
Yeah. True.
So it's like, I don't
Yeah.
know. But
You
now
gotta
I
pick
don't
your
worry about
poison.
it. It's been a couple years, so I just fades
I,
away.
I tend to favor the like if it's three lanes, I tend to favor the middle. And I don't know. Unfortunately, like I've always had in my mind, like my mindset on riding is go 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 all the time. Like go, like let's go. We're going somewhere. Let's go. We're going.
Mm.
You know, and even with the group of dudes, you know, 75, 85 miles an hour, you know,
You know?
one bike apart, barely, staggered, whatever, go, go, go. That's always the way it was. I mean, back in Jersey, that's the way it was,
Yeah.
and on the highways, on back roads, same shit. And if you started getting real twisty, then you would single file it. That's all.
Yeah.
It's just common sense.
Yeah.
That's all. And give everybody a little more time. What's up, Buck? What's up, Mark? What's going on, brothers?
Save your life, number one, Kime. Yeah, man, I agree there. That's kind of where I'm at right now. And I don't know what our penalties are for over here. All your states different for like, I already had two.
Yeah, it's
And
a point system. I think is it
yeah,
a point system?
yeah.
Like
And
Jersey.
I got online right away and signed up for like an improvement. So I
Yeah,
did it on my own. I wasn't ordered to. I just wanted to have those extra points in case
yeah.
something happened and I got a third ticket or whatever. Uh, but yeah, I improved my points and they went back up. I don't know. I never noticed anything about my insurance going up. I thought that was going to happen, but
Whenever I got a ticket, I would always go to court. Whether
yeah,
whether it was a moving violation, a speeding ticket, whatever, I always went to court, and I did my very best to negotiate and downgrade the charges and do a plea deal or something because I didn't want the points and I didn't want the
yeah.
instructor
I
charge.
hate going to court, man. I just did the sign off and
I know,
whatever. I
but
had one guy that did catch me. That was like, would have been my third ticket. And that happened before I did actually get two tickets. And I forgot what he did, but something with faulty equipment or some weird. Anyway, all I had to do was pay the court. Just show up for court. Just show up. He's kind of like saying, "Show up, wink, wink."
yeah,
You'll
yeah,
probably get out of there with nothing. And because after he talked to me and all, I think he changed his mind or whatever about.
yeah. He felt bad. He's like,
He
"Wow,
started
I'm
talking,
such
yeah.
a-"
Man,
he walks back to you. He's probably, "Look, I'm such a dick. I feel like
it's
such
one
an
of those,
ass."
another one of those spots where, hey, let's hit
Like
it a
this,
little bit. And I come up and over and come down the hill. It's wide open, and oh wow, there's the cop
right?
sitting on the side. What do you do now?
Yeah,
Get brakes and slow down real and act like you're not doing nothing.
yeah.
It's,
Start whistling.
yeah. La 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 la. I
Nothing
didn't
to
see
see
nothing.
here, officer. Listen, nothing to see here.
Yeah, so I did. I went and I got off on that one. So I've been lucky many times, and it's like, yeah, it's just time to slow it down. I'm like, geez, I'm 60 years old. I'm getting in more trouble with speeding than I did back when I had a Mustang with the 351 Cleveland 4-speed. That's when I should have been getting in trouble.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Usually what they'll down Kime. Usually what they'll downgrade it to is a lot of cops, if they're really cool, they'll downgrade it to failure to observe a sign instead of like blowing a stop sign or speeding
Yeah.
or not yielding for another car or whatever. They'll give you the good old
Yeah.
failure to observe a traffic signal or a traffic sign or
You would
something.
think they would hate people coming in all the time course, that keeps them in business and they got a job to go to every day. They get paid good, I'm sure, but coming
Yeah,
in there trying to lie, trying to manipulate, trying to do this and do that to get off on,
yeah.
some I can't be like, I
Well,
can't do that stuff no more,
yeah,
that hustle or whatever.
you got to remember that that ticket right there, failure to observe the sign, is still a $150 ticket or whatever.
Yeah,
But you're not getting points, which means your insurance is not at risk and going up, which means you don't have to take the class. So that's why I would always go and negotiate. That's because I couldn't afford
yeah,
that. I'd be
yeah,
like, I'll pay the $100, but I can't afford 3 years of surcharges because that's what it was. You would get 3 years of surcharges on your insurance for three
yeah.
years. And they
Yeah,
don't,
those
and
points.
that's just not sticking the tip in. That's sticking the whole thing in. I don't want that. I'm good. I don't need to fucking pay $350 over 3 years. Forget it. And especially like state troopers, or if they see you have a CDL, like because when I would get pulled over, because at times I would have a CDL Class B with air and a DV restraining order from my first wife, because she made sure she kept that thing active as much as possible so that it would be on my record, so that the cops would always know when I got pulled over that I had a restraining order against me or whatever. So
Yeah,
because they don't look at that kindly, but they would also see that I had a CDL and a motorcycle license, and they would favor that over the other stuff. But I was like, yeah, I got an ex-wife. A lot of people have ex-wives that lie and cheat and stuff and are full of shit. And then usually the cops like, yeah, I know, I know, I know. I'm like, yeah, well, that's what happened. You know, Stupid crazy bitch. What do you want me to say? Yeah,
yeah,
you earn points back over time.
yeah.
Yeah, like you
Like
sort of
7 years, it doesn't really show up anymore. I think in here in Virginia, something like that. After
yeah,
7 years, they're like, you get a
yeah,
clean slate again or
yeah.
something.
5 or 6 or 7 years. Yeah, it wipes everything clean.
I still
They
got
are
enough.
the money grabbers. They want you to either, because you're going to pay either way. You're going to pay over time, or you're going to pay the full amount and over time. But if you go, yeah, you lose money from work and everything, but you're saving money from the 3 year insurance surcharge.
The nerves just sitting there and waiting, and you're
I
like,
know. I would
in
hate
your head, you're like, this is
Yes.
terrible. And I feel like,
Yes.
why am I here? I'm an adult, I shouldn't, but then I didn't. I behaved like a 3 year old out on the street, I guess. So you're really not that adult. But your ego is kicking. You're like, man, I don't belong here. What am I
And
doing?
I would always be so used to doing it that I would automatically go to the line. I would automatically go to the prosecutor. I'm like, is the prosecutor in his office yet? And I always knew to go to the prosecutor. I'm like, can I talk to the prosecutor? Can I talk to the prosecutor? I'm like, here's the ticket, here's the number, da, da, da. I was like, we need to, let's make a deal. And he would laugh at me, and I'd be like, let's make a deal. I'm like, no points, traffic violation, a sign, a pothole, a swerve, went over the double yellow a little bit or something, that not points, or the
Yeah,
boogeyman came out and
that
scared.
sounds like the dog ate my homework
Yeah,
excuses.
the dog ate the homework, bit me in the ass and I jumped or something on the bike. I don't know. And they'd be
Yeah.
like, yeah, yeah, I remember you. I'm like, yeah, yeah, I remember you
The
too.
computer went wonky. The ECM just went out of control. I couldn't even stop. It just
I
went
had this
straight to
twitch.
80, and that was it.
I had this sudden itch of wrist. My wrist had a twitch.
Wristitis.
Richissitis, yeah. Richissitis. I'd be like, wow, did I just pass that cop at 75 on in a 55? Really? I was like, I better slow down or get off or something. Like the other day when I did that one live and I went from the one exit to the other exit in like 2 minutes, I was like, wow, that was really fast. I'm like, I hope the speedometer wasn't on the freaking camera. I was like, we're gonna have problems. They're gonna be looking for me like they're looking for that guy in fucking LA.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, that's the last thing sick bastard needs. Coming to my house. Like knock, knock, knock. I'm like, hello? Nobody's home.
Get it
I
live
don't know what you're
stream
talking
sick.
about. No one owns a motorcycle here.
Also, with the CDL and a motorcycle, the cops around my area will power trip us when they pull you over and they say you have a CDL, you should know better. And
You
on
should
the
know
other
better.
hand, I would be like, my thinking was, because I got a CDL too, it was like, he's got a CDL, man. We don't want to jack his rights. Probably is living there, and he's out on his motorcycle for the short amount of time you get off. He's probably
Exactly.
trying to make a few rips and then get back on the road and deliver us the goods.
Now
That
we're on
would
the
be
same
my
page.
thinking.
Now we're on the same page, right? You would
Yeah,
think the cops would think the same way.
yeah.
Some of them do. Some of them are just pricks and
It's
hard
a
on.
commercial driver's license. It's a
Yeah.
different classes, and if you have a Class A kind, you can drive the big semis and tractor,
Yeah.
80,000 pounds. You know how air brakes work and
Yep.
blah blah blah.
And then you got to go get your DOT certifications for your hazmats and different chemicals and
Yeah, if you're hauling that stuff,
if you're hauling that stuff. So
makes
like
you more
make
useful.
qualified and everything else. You got to know all your placards and all that other crap, and it's a lot. But it's brownie point. It's not brownie points. It's money points. It's for
Yeah,
your.
gives you options.
It gives you options. Yeah.
Big trucks, big
Big
big big
trucks.
big trucks.
I mean, I wasn't allowed to drive articulate with my CDL. I mean, I did anyway, but not 18-wheeler articulate,
Yeah,
not big rigs. It was because that's Class A. I would do Class B with air articulate with a trailer with an excavator, like a dump truck with an excavator, and do that. And I mean, the one time I had double stacked wall stone, I was 73,000, and that was a straight job with a spider on the back, a triaxle international with a 13-speed split rear, high low, and that thing. I mean, it moved. It just took some time. You had to go through all 13 gears to get that thing up to 50, 60 miles an hour on the highway. You know? Bam, 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 pop, bam, 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 pop, pop. Split the rear, and then, there you go. It's a lot when you're heavier. The heavier you are, the more work it is,
I
obviously.
never got to drive too long. When I did haul stuff, it was beer, so it was all like kind of like water weight. I don't know if that stuff was shifty or never really drove long enough to find that out, but like 3 4 months I did it and did local. You had to do it in a day, and hopefully you didn't get lost like I did, and run out of hours to try to make it back. Because where are you going to go? You don't have a sleeper cab. You got this, regular. So yeah, it was interesting, but we didn't have electronic logs at that time either. So
Same, yeah. We didn't have electronic logs
but I
either.
was just,
I
I was
didn't.
just
I
going to
was.
make it
I was.
back.
Yeah, I was a daily driver. I wasn't. I didn't do any cross country. I was all local. Never out of state or rarely out of state. And if I had to go out of
Yeah,
state, it was probably like to Pennsylvania to a quarry or something to get wallstone or some other stuff or somewhere else. But I mean, like if I ever had a swerve with that kind of wallstone on, like those straps. I mean, we double strapped it with the thick straps like the 18-wheelers used on the flatbeds. the plastic pieces that go on the top of the skids on top of the wall stone to hold everything together so they don't cut into the straps and tighten them. But double stacked and all that weight, if I were to swerve or anything, those straps would snap without a doubt. All that
You read,
weight moving around.
yeah, you read what Buck said. That's like hard to wrap my mind around that. I mean, Buck would know, and of anybody, but most of society can't stand truckers, but yet we're always held to a higher standard. I mean, you would just think that without, it's like, I don't know. I guess anybody can get judged, just like the cops do. Some get judged as being, buttholes all
Stereotype.
the time, and they're, whatever. But
Yeah. It's between it's because we're not as slow. I mean, we're not as fast. We and people are always in a rush, and they don't understand. Like if you've never been behind the wheel of a heavy vehicle, like
yeah,
just an empty truck is a heavy truck.
yeah,
And now imagine it with weight on it, an excavator or a dump truck full of dirt
yeah.
and an excavator.
Bulky. You can't see as well. Traffic out there treats you like you're another car and should be able to see, and they'll ride in blind spots. They'll do all these different things, but yet,
Yeah.
um, when you're trying to make those loads and get that stuff where you need to get, my thinking is your butt should be out of the way and let them get in the clear and do it, move it
Yeah.
on over. Because,
Yeah.
and I guess until you've actually drove one, you don't understand that. You take it for granted. You think, oh, it's just a big truck. They know how to drive them, you know.
Yeah.
It's a stressful job.
Yeah. It's a lot of concentration.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Sometimes, like when I'm really heavy, I leave the radio off because I'm
And you
listening to everything. I'm listening to the straps. I'm listening with the window down.
and
You
you
know,
can't get comfortable. You can't get comfortable. Just like riding a motorcycle, like especially in the heavy traffic, you can't get comfortable out there and just relax and have a joyride. You got to
yeah,
be scanning and thinking and escape routes. And what if this happens over there? Am I prepared to stop, or am I prepared to make a lane change? You're just always on the edge.
yeah,
Not a country ride.
yeah. Buck's saying he thinks everyone should have to drive one, and it should be, or at least be a passenger in one.
Yeah, or ride a motorcycle too.
Or ride a motorcycle too. Is right. Yeah,
That way you know.
yeah. It's ridiculous. Bunch of idiots. Then they look at us like we're idiots. Like, no, I'm not the idiot. You don't understand. You're the idiot. What's wrong with you? So, is Saturday night a bad night to premiere that video? Should I move it? Because is Saturday night like a shade tree night, or is that Friday night, or Sunday night, or Monday? And Buck Brown would know. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm usually not that considerate, not because I don't want to be considerate. I just do it when I need to do it, unless there was something like a drive for Forgotten Angels that was real important that needed to be, then maybe I'd try to think of that and go around it. But
I
just normal stuff, man, you do your thing. You have
I
to be.
think I
What
think
works
they're
for
doing a
you.
raffle though. I think they're doing a raffle though.
See, something like that. Maybe you might want to.
So I gotta see like
But
if they
you and I are only going to probably pull 3 or 4 people, so
yeah, I know.
we're not going to hurt nobody too much.
Yeah, I know. I can always watch it. I didn't buy any tickets.
Yeah.
Broke. But I did last month. Actually, I think it was before I left for Vegas. I bought some.
Yeah. Well,
When I was rich.
I'm putting mine out at like 3 and 4 o'clock because it says most of your audience that watch you is around 5 or 6, and they say to if you're going to do a premiere, put it out a couple hours before your prime time when you look in your analytics,
Oh yeah.
If you want, me, it's just another video, really. I try to do it, play the game, and see if it works. Just just to try stuff. But
I got 9
down to it, it's
notifications.
just a regular old video. It's just like I'm just doing a home movie, you know, and sharing it, kind of.
Real time, watch time. It doesn't tell me hours.
Yeah, Kime, there you go. That's the thinking. I put the videos out when they're ready and they're done.
Yeah.
That's kind of it. Buck says I spend 90% of my time on the road in my truck, watching out for everyone else around me. Yeah.
Yeah. They're
What?
idiots. Gotta watch out for everyone. It's annoying. Especially around here. They're all like in La La Land, man. They're all on their cell phones or they're college kids that don't know how to drive yet. No experience. Not looking around. Especially Gainesville. Like there's supposed to be 35,000 alligators in Gainesville. I've never seen an alligator in Gainesville.
Yeah.
You would think that they would be crossing the streets like cats, you know?
Yeah, like like bugs to a windshield, you know?
Yeah. You know? I've never like if I ever saw like a 10-foot alligator crossing the street in front of me, I think I'd pass out. On the motorcycle, my luck, I would faint on the motorcycle, lay it down, and then get eaten by the alligator.
You'd have to carry like ham bones and chicken parts and stuff so you could toss them out and away from you.
Yeah.
Uh,
You know? Forget it.
That's scary.
But I couldn't believe that because I YouTubed it and I'm like, wow, 35,000 alligators in Gainesville alone. And they were like, Gainesville, this is this many miles by this many miles, da 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 da, and has approximately 35,000 alligators in that area. And I was like, what? 35,000?
Tunnel visions and phones. Yeah, that's always going to be that is like the worst thing ever is to have a handheld. It was like my mom, I give her a call on the way. I'm like, I don't even know why. I called her on Facebook Messenger, which is FaceTime. You see somebody, it's like, it should be not even an option when you're driving, because I had to drive today. It was raining. To have a visual, because like I can't do both, watch you and talk to you while going down the road. My eyes are supposed to be there. You know, I'll glance once in a while I'm driving, but I don't even know. But it's just a habit to do everything FaceTime. And then you got all your information here. You got your directions, you know. I don't know. I guess it was just as bad in the day too when you had to dig out your map and you're trying to unfold it and go down the road, drive with your knee, you know.
Yeah.
Sandwich and look at the map.
Or you're flipping through the CD case and holding the steering wheel with your knee. You're like flip.
I had an old sloppy Duster, man, that had big loose front end, and I lose the cassette would slide across the bench seat and go down the passenger floorboard.
Yeah,
I'm gonna reach over and grab it because I need my tunes, you know.
Yeah.
And while I'm reaching over it, I come around a curve and I slaughtered about 3 mailboxes and bricks and things. Yeah, and of course. Oops. I had to go pay for that stuff. You know, I ran, you know, I was scared. I was kidding. Shit, I'm in trouble. You know, I'm getting out of here. But yeah, that's the fun.
Yeah, Leia's passed out on the bed. Right dead center in the middle of the bed. She's sprawled out. I was like, I just did the linens. I was like, I just did the comforter. I'm like, you got hair on it now. You got sand on it. I'm like, I know you're gonna get sand because she lays down in the sand in the freaking yard.
Yeah.
And like she shakes off, but not thoroughly. And you know, I give her baths and stuff, but still, I don't give her a bath a week. That's unheard of. Like she's lucky if she gets a bath a month. But
I wanted to know if I said tunes. I don't know. Is that interesting word to use for your music?
No, tunes. I always did too. I need tunes. I need good tunes.
Tunes, man. Yeah.
Tunes, man. I need tunes. Nowadays, I guess it's music, but back in the day, it was tunes. Tunes. I need tunes. What do you mean you don't know what I'm talking about? I need tunes.
Well, I'm gonna have to hop off here. Sick. I got one of my kids have been messaging me. It's 4 o'clock. Ain't nothing going on. I'm getting ready to probably wrap up and go home myself.
All right, man.
Just hanging, but thanks for the invite. Great to
Yeah,
talk
man. I'm gonna probably call it too.
people in the community here. So yeah.
So
We'll get on and do hopefully one by this weekend, one of our community things. And now Sterling gave me a deal for his intro and his whatever, and I can post it out like that and run his little intro thing that he does, the Sterling wheel.
I like that. The comic coming in, the asteroid.
Yeah,
coming.
he let me borrow that and kind of do a thing for Sterling, a little fill in and make it about community. Maybe find somebody, a speaker, not a speaker, but just somebody that can talk about the community. So if you think about that, you could maybe give me an idea, whatever, and we'll run that, because community is a good subject.
Yeah, Mr. Gregory, did you change your email or anything? Because you should be getting notifications. Mr. Gregory's saying he's not getting notifications for my videos. Make sure it's
Tunes. I get it now what he's talking about.
I got it.
A little short I made with the cartoon head going tunes.
Yeah.
Tunes.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta roll.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna end it. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.